The haunting highway, a truck driver's nightmare. The night was a vast expanse of darkness, swallowing everything in its path as Marcus navigated his truck along the desolate highway. The only companions he had were the faint glow of his dashboard lights and the occasional flicker of distant stars. As the hours passed, fatigue began to claw at Marcus's consciousness. The monotony of the road stretched on endlessly, each mile feeling longer and more daunting than the last. But Marcus pressed on, his grip on the steering wheel tight and unwavering. Suddenly, a flash of movement caught his eye. Marcus slammed on the brakes, heart pounding in his chest, as a figure materialized in the middle of the road. It stood there, unmoving, its silhouette shrouded in darkness. Marcus's breath caught in his throat as he stared at the figure, his mind racing with fear and confusion. Then, as quickly as it had appeared, the figure vanished, leaving Marcus trembling in its wake. Shaken but determined, Marcus continued his journey, the encounter weighing heavily on his mind. But the night held more horrors yet to reveal. A dense fog descended upon the highway, swallowing everything in its path. Marcus squinted through the windshield, trying to discern the road ahead, but the fog was relentless, obscuring his vision in a suffocating embrace. With each passing moment, the fog seemed to thicken, pressing in on the truck from all sides. Marcus's heart raced as he fought to keep control of the vehicle, his knuckles white against the steering wheel. Then, from the mist, ghostly shapes began to materialize. They hovered just beyond the reach of the headlights, their hollow eyes fixed on Marcus with an intensity that sent shivers down his spine. Marcus's breath caught in his throat as the figures drew closer, their ethereal forms shifting and writhing in the darkness. Hands reached out from the fog, clawing at the truck as if seeking entry into the mortal realm. Desperate, Marcus slammed his foot on the accelerator, the engine roaring to life as he barreled through the mist. But the ghostly figures pursued him, their whispers filling his head with unspeakable horrors. As the night wore on, Marcus's fatigue grew more pronounced, his eyelids heavy with exhaustion. He fought to stay awake, but the darkness seemed to pull at him, beckoning him into its embrace. Then, in the distance, Marcus spotted a lone figure standing at the side of the road. He squinted through the fog, trying to make out its features, but it was obscured by shadows. A chill ran down Marcus's spine as he approached the figure, his instincts screaming at him to turn back. But something compelled him forward, driving him inexorably toward the unknown. As the truck drew closer, Marcus's headlights illuminated the figure, revealing a woman dressed in tattered clothing. Her eyes were empty, devoid of life, and her lips moved soundlessly as if whispering secrets only she could hear. Marcus's heart pounded in his chest as he swerved to avoid hitting her, the truck skidding on the slick pavement. But when he looked back, the woman was gone, vanished into the darkness like a specter in the night. With each passing mile, Marcus's nerves frayed at the edges, his mind teetering on the brink of madness. The events of the night had taken their toll, leaving him shaken and vulnerable. But still, he pressed on, driven by a primal instinct to survive. He knew that he was not alone on this desolate highway, that unseen forces lurked in the shadows, waiting to claim him for their own. And then, just as it seemed he could endure no more, The first light of dawn pierced through the fog, banishing the darkness and the terrors that had haunted Marcus throughout the night. Exhausted but alive, Marcus guided his truck into the light of the new day, the memory of his harrowing journey forever etched into his mind. For on the lonely highways of the night, where shadows reign supreme, there are terrors that defy explanation, lurking just beyond the reach of the headlights. Thanks for watching.